Hey guys, it's Lisa. So, I today's been kind of a crazy day. I had this like volunteer like gardening like thing this morning through work, and then and first I do have like half face on, half not. So, but I just showered and I have to get ready to go to this like hair show event thing tonight, which I'm really excited about. My friend's actually in it. So I figured why not do like a video real quick of me doing my makeup, and I'm also going to review the CoverGirl um, the new one, the Stay Outlast Stay Fabulous, because this is what I'm going to use. But I figured I started like half my eye makeup. um, but I want to do the other half. I'll show you that real quick to kind of do for a 2-for-1 video, and then I'll do the foundation. But I figured I'd get one done to skip the time. So anyway, yeah, my hair's like wet. I'm gonna do my hair afterwards. I'm gonna give it a chance to like let the oil and like let it kind of air dry a little bit before I blow dry it, because my T3 dryer, my little travel one, broke. Little bugger broke on me, and it is amazing the difference between that T3 dryer and my old backup one that I have. Oh my gosh, the T3 truly does dry my hair in like a third of the time. So, I'm gonna let it air dry while I do my makeup. Okay, eyes real quick. This one, I don't have mascara on yet, but I did do the shadow and the liner. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. I'm using my like current favorite. I can't stop using it. Bare Minerals Velvet Taupe. Well, I'm not gonna wait for it to zoom in. The name of it is Velvet Taupe, and I've been using this e.l.f. shadow brush. It I think was seriously like $1 or $2 at Target. I've had it for a while. I just dip it in, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to brush it over. And I did put on Too Faced Shadow Insurance to begin, just a tiny little dab between my ring fingers and then on my hands, or on my eyelids, I mean, not my hands. So smooth it over, and I'm doing the taupe color, the velvet taupe shadow, a little bit darker um, than usual, because I'm it's like for the evening, going out for the evening, and I'm going to an event. I might, once I have everything together, I'm sorry if you can't see it. I'm just basically smudging it all over, bringing it up into the crease a little bit. But I'm packing it on a little bit more than usual, and I take the edge of the brush and smudge it along my lower lash line just a little bit to create a little bit of a shadow. And I am kind of in a hurry because knowing that I have to still like blow dry my hair with like that crappy blow dryer that I have, which luckily at least I have that one, it's gonna take me longer. So I'm kind of pushing and blending it up into the crease, but I'm not sure, like I was started to say, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like add more to it once the look is kind of all finished. So that's the shadow for now. And I have been using and most of these are in my like current favorites video that I did. I've been using this MAC Meet the Fleet shadow. It's a matte navy. You can kind of see the dip that I've made in it there. And I'm using it with, this is always the brush that I use when I line my eyes with shadow. It's the Clinique Eye Definer. It's just a little angle brush. And smudge it in there, kind of get it on the edges, tap off any excess. And I blow off the little shadow because I don't like all the little things, the like shadow crumbs, I call them, in my shadow. And then just line my eye. You can see it. I may go over this a few times too. Touch it up once I have kind of my whole look together. It's easier to add later than to try and take away. So I create the angle there to create the wing. I just basically match that little line up with the rest of what I've created. And it's like not even with the other side. I like using the navy shadow too because it really which I just sprayed like a whole bunch in my eye. It makes the whites of my eyes look a lot brighter and awake. And since I woke up early this morning to go to that volunteer thing, I didn't sleep in this morning like I usually do on Saturdays. I can always get another coffee. Yep. Okay. And then I just touched a tiny bit underneath the other side to match it up. Okay, good enough for now. We'll move on to the foundation just so I can show you. I usually do my eyes first anyway because I use shadow as liner like 99% of the time. It just gives me a little bit more fallout than obviously a pencil would. So I take this Sonia Kashuk dual fiber brush and I brush out any excess that may have fallen so I'm not just blending that in with my foundation. And today I think I am going to use this foundation primer from Laura Mercier. It's Radiance. And I'm just going to put it in like the highlights or like the high areas of my face because I am going to do a little bit of contouring. And I'm just going to take like a tiny pearl amount. Sometimes I put this on with a brush, but I think I'll just use my hands, just smear it between. And then I'm going to put it definitely on the tops of my cheeks, a little bit down the center of my nose, a little bit like brow highlight, kind of that center, almost like when you see those like pictures of Kim Kardashian, and she's got like the powder here, and then the highlight here, and then contour here. That's kind of the same places a little bit, I guess, that I'm putting it. Maybe a touch on my chin. But maybe you can see kind of the glow that it does give me in those areas. I rarely actually use my heavy duty primer with this foundation actually. I find that it lasts amazingly well. I'm really impressed with this, and CoverGirl like never works for me, but I heard so many good things I had to try it. This, I do have a little bit of self-tanner on right now, and that is actually an allergic reaction to a necklace. So I might put some like body bronzing stuff on later to try and take care of it. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit, which okay. I love that it has a pump, and I generally use like 2 to 3 pumps. Let's do like 2.5 for right now. It might look a little bit dark, but like I said, I'm gonna like, if it is, I'm gonna bronze the rest of me in, and I want to cover this allergic reaction anyway. So I've been loving this, surprisingly, this e.l.f. for foundation. I kind of thought like on a whim I'll try it for $3 from Target. It's the e.l.f. powder brush, and it is synthetic, so you can use it with cream or liquid products. And I have been, like there are so many foundations of mine that I actually adore like a lot more now with this because it just blends it beautifully. So I'm just going to take a little bit, and sometimes I take the foundation itself, put it on my face, and then use this, which I just remembered actually that's okay, I'll do it later for the sake of time. Okay, so on the video I'm just going to start blending it in. And I always bring my foundation up underneath my eyes as like a concealer. This foundation really reminds me a lot of the Chanel Perfection Lumiere, but with a slight different texture. This one's a little bit more watery than the Chanel one is like more gel-like, a little bit. It's not a lot. Okay. So yeah, I am looking a little bit more tan in the face. But I'd rather either mix a foundation to lighten it so I can use it year round, or because I find it easier to lighten a foundation than to darken it, or I just keep up with my self-tanner a lot better, which I put it on today, so it hasn't had a chance to set yet really. So I still have quite a bit on my hand, and I'm going to take it down my neck. I don't have a problem with this not lasting all day. I love it. I would say I'm a little bit more dry in the winter but I can get a little bit oily. When I get oily, it's more so in the summer, but I can get oily whenever if the foundation like maybe is way too hydrating or something. This is a good balance. I think unless you are super oily, I think anybody would like it. I'm taking this down a lot farther than I usually do because eventually I'm going to cover that. It's like little bumps. And I wore it was this necklace. It was sterling, and usually sterling is okay. It's a tree of life. But I mean, I don't know what was on the back of it. It's obviously where it was sitting yesterday. Ugh, well. So, take a little on the ear since obviously it's darker than me. Okay. I am going to take a highlight pen into like those inner corners. But especially with this brush, which covers a lot of surface area at once, it goes on really quick. So that's the foundation. Like I said, it stays really well for me. Today I did use a little bit of a primer, but like you saw, I only really put it in those highlighting areas that I wanted it to like lift and kind of be subtle underneath the foundation. But otherwise, it stays just fine for me without a primer. And brush through my eyebrows a little bit. I really love it. I'm going to finish up my makeup. The video isn't too long, but if you were just watching it for the cover girl, you don't have to keep watching after this because it's not going to be about the cover girl anymore. Wipe off my hand. The only thing, my only issue with this foundation is that it has a high, based on like where it is in the ingredient list, a high amount of talc in it, and I do tend to get just a little bit itchy from it. That's really my only complaint. Let's see, water. It's the fourth ingredient. So usually, like, you can pretty much go by the, like, higher in the list, the higher concentration of that ingredient in that product. So with it being fourth, it's pretty high. There's probably quite a bit in here. There is an SPF. It's 20, so a little baby amount, not like one you can rely on for all day, but I don't have to set it, but like I said, I'm not super oily, so it's not a huge problem if I don't. I don't find that it oxidizes a lot. I do find, though, that as it sets, it looks a little bit more dewy, just a little bit. That's why I think that maybe the oiliest of skins wouldn't like it. Because if it does get slightly more dewy, then if you're super oily underneath that, it might be not just a little dewy, but a lot dewy. And if that's not what you're looking for, you might not like it. But otherwise, I think I paid like $9. It was at the store, but I had a coupon with it, so I didn't pay full price with the coupon. I think it was my extra bucks. Really like it. I'm not so keen on the packaging, but really it's what's inside that matters. So other than I love that it has a pump, but the packaging isn't all that fancy. But it's a drugstore mascara, so I can't expect too much. So if you want to watch the rest of my makeup, you can keep watching. I'm going to use this MAC Harmony, which is also was in my favorites video. I use this as my contour, and I'm going to use it with the MAC 130, I think it says 135, just this brush. And I basically like kind of dip and twist the brush in the contour color and concentrate it in that area, and then I blend it. Trying to make my face look skinnier. I swear I have like the biggest head slash face. Right, other side. And I had a breakout there. I don't know if you can see it. I would say that this foundation really is kind of like a medium coverage. Ooh, I almost dropped it in the sink. I do take a little bit down the edge of my nose. Because some days my nose looks bigger to me than other days. I almost wonder if it's like, do you ever have those days where your face just feels like puffy? Maybe you had Mexican the night before, like all that salt. I really feel it in my face, like the puffiness. So I'm still using this Harmony color. I'm just tapping the side of my brush to shade my forehead. And then I take and through here. What time is it? 3:26. Okay. Figure like at the latest I should leave in an hour. It's downtown here, luckily, so it's not like I have to head out somewhere crazy. Okay. Sometimes I take a little bit more to kind of blend that higher up into the cheek. Okay. Then if I see any rough areas, I take this e.l.f. brush that I use my foundation with, which is dry. It's not like if I use this foundation brush, which I also love, that one seems to kind of hold the foundation more. I get a fuller coverage with that one. And just blend and soften the areas. I put that contour. Because I'm going ultimately for more natural than not natural. By the way, I have found that I like these kind of foundation brushes so much better right now than something like this. I haven't even been reaching for those kind of brushes lately. So, blush, I was thinking about using this cargo one. It's just a light pink color. Ooh, can't really see it, but I want something a little bit more glowy, which is underneath here. I think I'm just going to go for an oldie but a goodie, the NARS Orgasm, which I reach for quite a bit because it kind of doubles as a highlighter for me when I'm tanner or when I make myself more tan. And then I use this not Smashbox, Sonia Kashuk. I think it's just a blush brush. Get some on there. Yesterday was one of those like I feel disgusting days. So I'm kind of putting in the extra effort today because I don't want to feel that way. Everybody has days like that though, right? A little bit more down my nose. Okay. So I let my eyeshadow kind of set before I put mascara on, and I have a couple more things I need to do. I want to mention, let me see here, that's behind the camera. I think this is okay. I got this from Victoria's Secret when they had those like reward cards. It's $14 if you paid original price for it, but it's kind of like Victoria's Secret version of the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, and it's Make It Last Prime and Set spray. I have used it underneath my makeup, and I don't notice any difference. And then I have used it a few times over my makeup. It doesn't have as fine of a mist spray as the Urban Decay one, so really hold it out, or kind of give yourself enough air dry time. Which makes me like it a little bit less than the Urban Decay one because I wish it had that finer mist, but it seems to actually kind of help. So I should do like I should try like half my face one day, half my face the other day, but don't have time. Ain't nobody got time for that today. So I think that's all I'm gonna do right now. I think I'm gonna wear. I got this really cute top from Forever 21. It's like a peplum and probably some like Prada candy. I finally busted out my backup of this because I had used up my little bottle of it, which I love that scent. So, and then I can put this on now and show you. It looks super purple, but it turns out kind of like a nice color on the lips. And this is Legally Regal from L'Oreal Color Riche Balm. And it feels really nice. Okay, so I think that I'm going to end there. Thanks for watching, kind of a review. Hopefully it wasn't a disaster of this CoverGirl foundation. I love it. I like that they have a foundation with enough yellow in it. Like I said, I'm going to put some like bronzing on my body because I haven't done my self tanner in a few days on here. I actually do get pretty tan in the summer, so I won't have any problem with this then. And I have been mixing it most days with my Chanel. It's the white base that they have, so just a little bit of that. Anyway, thanks for watching as always, and I need to do my hair. And I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.